Alrighty, here at Blind Car Garage, I got a cool one for today. This here is a parts washer that we picked up. I don't remember, I think it's a Harbor Freight brand though. Either way, I'm going to be putting it together. And I figured it'd be cool to do a video about it, I guess. That was easy enough. This one's been sitting outside for a minute. We'll get this thing opened up here. And I hope everyone's having a blessed day today. The day has not been too bad. Looky there. Yeah, trash can over here. Make sure you don't lose the screws and bits in here because there's a lot of them. And that'll mess you up bad. Nice, it's spring loaded. Now, in here, as I was saying, what is this? Now, this is a parts washer. It is a great thing to have on hand if you work on anything mechanical. Truly. Because you put chemicals in here, solvents, diesel, kerosene, and what it does is it heats up and pumps the fluid through. I think this is actually the pump. This is the pump. At least I'm pretty sure. Yeah. This is the pump. And there's a line hole there, it seems. And there's the switch. Neato. There's a little wash tray maybe. I love these things. These are great for washing any kind of parts. Clutches, as in side mount clutches, for golf carts, go-karts, four-wheelers, all kinds of stuff. Ah, here's the little wand. This is neat. You can bend it down where you need to. Got a little sprayer on there. And I think these are legs. Yeah. Whoops. Get back here, garbage. Yeah, just making sure this is a good camera angle. Being blind, man. All right, that ain't too bad. Goodness. You know, I love Florida, but this place gets hot. Alrighty. It's nice. Got a little spring load there. It's a pretty deep pan too. Has it got any drains? It does not. It's kind of weird. Not gonna lie. Alright. Well, that just dumped over that trash can. Now, where are the nuts and bolts to this? Weird. Well, ruh-roh. Where are all the nuts and bolts it's supposed to come with? Where? Well, I am missing something here. Ah, there they are. They got them in a tiny bag, don't they? Alrighty. So, it seems that over here, on this side, come on, man, stay closed. This is where the pump goes. Well, that's just going to be annoying. Make sure you got your switch pointed upwards, too. Is it going to allow me to do that? Well, I guess not. That's kind of strange. Huh. How does that go in there? Or does that go on the inside? Oh, that's neat. But how does it mount? Is that it? That's okay. Not really sure how about that. Oh, it's got a little filter in here too. Looks like it's just Scotch-Brite or something. Never built one of these from Harbor Freight. I guess. Yeah, I guess that's it. It's crazy. I guess it's magnetic or something. Now, this here is our port. It appears to be thread. Don't these eyes. That'll suck. It's probably about tight enough. Don't ever want to thread those, because if you do, spray you right in the face. Nobody wants that. Huh. That is pretty neat how that sticks in. Exactly what I was expecting, that's for sure. All right, let's go into these legs. We'll deal with that here in a few. This will be a flat appear to be the same length, and they've got lock washers. Now, lock washers always go under your nut. It sounds messed up. The reason is because they actually lock into place when they're tight. All right, let's one of these legs. All right, so the middle slots into these. Convenient. I'll do that when we get to it. Is that going inside or the outside? On the outside. Now don't tighten these all until you get everything lined up, then you tighten them. And the reason is if you tighten them, it's much harder to move and articulate this part with them all tight, because you might have to turn it and bend it and whatnot, and you don't want to destroy it. So put them in at your corner first. And on this one in particular, do the nut on the inside, because you don't want that stud scraping against you or something you're working on. This has bolts, pretty big it seems. That's one thing I like about working on cars. You get to the point where stuff you ain't never done before. I ain't never put one together from this company. What did I just do? Whoops. Accidentally knocked it out. Good thing my lap caught it. You can figure it out. Everything that's mechanical only fits together so many ways. Don't feel right? Try a different way. I'm pouring sweat today. Okay, a little bit of interference between these two corners. Ha. Wasn't sure it would be, but those are metal seams. All right, 1 out of 4. We're doing good. Actually, I'm actually a little surprised this doesn't have washers, to be honest with you. Fudge. I have to find that in a minute. I actually thought of a funny joke. Coca-Cola, the drink of mechanics, for when you want to quench your thirst and degrease your engine. tighten that one? It'd be neat if they gave me an extra bolt down on the ground. But I know that's probably a pipe. Why did I grab two nuts? Two bolts. Whoops. Grab a nut. Neat. Well, I'm thinking I might have to sweep with a magnet. I'm wanting to find out. It's funny. Everybody says I have a unique kind of being able to dodge around everything that I'm looking for while looking for it. Now, we are going to very carefully put this on its top. I'm going to make sure you guys are in a good viewing spot. I don't want to. One thing I like about Florida is that soft is not to scratch things, or so easy to dust you. Oh man, it's hot. No, no. Well, save some of it. I guess. How much dirt I just got in it. Too much. That was instantly regret that. You know, I've been learning on something recently. You know, I always like to give glory to our God, but, you know, I think I figured out what the real secret is. Love and worship Him, treat Him as our Lord. Because here's the thing, Jesus lived a perfect life, but so in me, I don't want cool people up there in heaven. To deny your flesh, that is something that is truly difficult. You know, feeding the flesh, it's always something, and eventually your flesh gets so used to being one in control that it begins to take over, and you use for things of this world. Well, giving yourself to God, I think the best way to do that is start a relationship with Him. You know, recite His word and know that those are promises that He's going to keep. He is perfect. There is no fault in our Lord Jesus. But the thing is that He talks about, part of that is when you want a cigarette, when you eat that extra bit of carbohydrate or whatever it might be, an extra soda, say no once in a while. Because that is your flesh lusting for things in the world. It includes things, including pornography, and it is a long list. Sometimes it may feel like everything is wrong. Not everything is wrong, but we can't forget that we live in a fallen world. Just because it's there doesn't mean it's good for us. Cigarettes, they right on the side of that. They cause cancer and all kinds of other stuff, and heart disease. And honestly, they stink. And I'm saying, as someone, I used to smoke and I regret it every day because it is a hard thing to have quit. But that's because I was feeding the flesh.